In this video, we will review troubleshooting the following scenarios with your Luxor controller. Overload, exceed transformer wattage. Overload, field short. Direct connect mode, network mode. Cloud mode, cloud troubleshooting. Wireless linking troubleshooting. And low voltage or communication errors in the field. Overload wattage is when there are too many fixtures on the system. The easiest way to determine how many fixtures or load is on the system is from the activity screen or the diagnostic screen. To enter the diagnostic screen, press the home and back buttons simultaneously on the facepack. Here, you'll see the different chassis installed on the system. If you have a linking system with link mods, then you'll scroll over to the right and see the same information for wireless controllers. When the system is on, it'll automatically display the activity screen. From that activity screen, you will also be able to see the different load percentages of the chassis. If the system is overloaded, an error message will pop up saying, "Overload exceeding transformer wattage," as soon as the controller is turned on to power lighting fixtures. The system will immediately shut off. When you return to the home screen, the message will temporarily clear, and then continue until the issue is fixed in the field. To determine which transformer overloaded, press the home and return button at the same time to go to the diagnostic screen. The overload section will be highlighted in orange to identify the affected transformer. The other way to tell if you have an overload is to open the facepack. And inside, the chassis LED will not be blinking green, instead it will be red. The way to fix this is to reduce the number of fixtures on the transformer. First, unplug the facepack to cycle power. You can confirm that the error message is gone after waiting a few seconds. In the field, remove some fixtures from the transformer that's overloading and redistribute them to an additional transformer or satellite by taking out wire runs and installing them into the other controller. Go over to the primary that is overloading, remove a wire run, and add the wire run to a new transformer. The wires are now installed. To verify that the system load has been balanced and no longer overloading on the facepack, go to Manual Operation, then select All Lights. If it is a mixed system, meaning white and colored fixtures, do not select a color. Set the intensity to 100%. Select the run time just to turn on the system. Press Start. Press the Home button to go back to the home screen. The activity screen will pop up after a few seconds, and you can now see your system load decrease from 100% to 53%. By moving the wire run to a new transformer, the burden is reduced on the single controller, allowing lights to work as desired. The other overload, typically due to a miswired fixture, is when you have a short in the field. An overload short will usually trip the transformer immediately after startup. It'll try to turn on the lights, and then you will notice that the error message for an overload short appears right away. Once again, you can open the facepack and you'll see that the chassis LED is red. You will also be able to verify the overload and which chassis it is by pressing the home and back buttons simultaneously to get to the diagnostic screen. The overload field will be highlighted in orange. To resolve the overload field short, first, go out to the field and check along the wire runs for poor connections. Find the area that is causing the short and fix the wiring connection. Then go back to your transformer. To clear the message, open the facepack. Unplug the facepack cable to cycle power. Plug it back in. Back at the facepack, clear the message by pressing the Home button. You will go to Manual, go to All Lights. Select a run duration. Press Start. The transformer should power on normally. Go back to the home screen. Wait for the activity screen to appear. Your lights will be on in the field. You'll see that there is a load percentage, which confirms the system is no longer shorted. You can scroll over and see the other chassis that are associated with the system, and make sure that they're not overloaded. To double check, press Home to return to the home screen, then using both the Home and Return button to go back to the diagnostic screen. Scroll through the system loads. We see no system overloads. Press Home. And now we have verified that the field short is fixed. Direct Connect is very similar to Bluetooth. Like a hotspot, your phone will connect directly to the Wi-Fi module that is connected to the Luxor controller. To set up Direct Connect, go to Setup, go to Wi-Fi, go to the Wi-Fi network screen. Scroll up to the top. You will press Direct Connect. The Wi-Fi screen will say Direct Connect ready. Make sure that it has an IP address. Once that is finished, go back to your phone and connect to the Wi-Fi module. In Device Settings, turn on Wi-Fi. Then select the controller network. Once connected, verify the displayed networks match. After that, Direct Connect setup is complete. Remember, only one device is able to connect via Direct Connect at a time. If you're the one that's not able to connect and there are multiple phones out in the field, then make sure that everybody else's Wi-Fi is shut off. We're going to talk about network mode. Go into Setup, then go to Wi-Fi. You'll go into your Wi-Fi network screen. You'll see all of your available networks. So we're going to connect to Hunter Guest. You go into the password screen. If it's already been connected to a network, then it'll pre-populate the password. If it is not the correct password, then you would want to update it. You press down the scroll wheel. This will clear it out, and then you enter the password again. Press OK. The Wi-Fi setup screen will display connecting. If it connects to the router, then the connection was successful. You can also verify it if it has an IP address. If the password is incorrect, or the controller cannot connect to the network, the screen will continue to display connecting. Go and fix the password, then press OK to resubmit. Once corrected, the controller should connect to the router successfully. We'll go back to the home screen. You're ready to work with your Luxor app. Next, we're going to review cloud mode and how to verify that the controller is properly connected to cloud services. Go to Setup, then Wi-Fi. Make sure that you're still connected to the router. For the network to operate, make sure that the network has internet access and access to AWS on the controller. The best way to make sure that this is connected is to go to Test. It'll run through a series of tests. As long as everything says OK, especially checking AWS, then this controller is ready to be connected to the cloud. Press Done. Reasons the controller may not connect to AWS can include router settings, security restrictions, or incorrect ports. We're now going to troubleshoot cloud mode. We go to Test. Verify that all tests run successfully and display. Currently, all network tests are failed. The controller will not connect to the Luxor cloud. To make sure that the network we are connecting to actually has AWS access, we need to select a different network. Confirm that it says connected to router. Then we go back to our test screen and make sure everything says OK. Another reason for cloud failure is if it is not selected within the integration screen for the Luxor app. To verify, go to Integration. If it is selected to control for SDDP, then check the box for the Luxor app. Return to the Wi-Fi setup screen and run a test. The network test should now pass. If the signal strength is consistently below 70 and dashes appear on the screen, try mounting the remote module closer to the primary one. Signal interference is when the signal strength randomly jumps from high to low and dashes appear on the screen. It could be caused by installation of a mechanical device. Mount the module remotely until the signal strength is consistent. This section covers low voltage or communication errors in the field. You may see the fixture turning all white and not responding to commands, whether it be turning on a color or changing intensity. Colored fixtures may also display pastel tones instead of the selected color. To start, go to Manual, then All Lights. Select a color. Make sure that it's a deep, pure color at 100% intensity. Select a time. And press Start. Since there is a faulty wiring connection in the field, the selected red color shows pink instead of the bright red color we selected. You will need to repair the wiring in the field. To verify communication has been fixed, go to Manual, select All Lights, select the same color that you tested with the first time. Select a time. And press Start. Make sure that the fixtures are turning on to the correct color. That verifies that color communication is operating correctly. Go back to Manual and adjust the intensity to make sure that the fixtures are still communicating. The intensity should change out in the field to match. Once that is confirmed, raise the intensity back to 100%. As a final verification, change the fixture color again. This shows the wiring connection has been fixed.
Thank you for choosing FX Luminaire. For more information, go to fxl.com.